Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Let me just slide up here and adjust the camera. Lord, yeah, think this is my first time ever doing something like this, but alas, it's not. Some of you may remember back in the day when I used to get up every morning at 8 a.m. and hit the camera. I still get up well before 8 a.m., but between 8:30 and like 9 o'clock, I'm on bus stop duty. I hang out with my kids. We talk about the day ahead. We talk about their goals for the day. I figured I've only got maybe 5, 6 more years that they're going to be out there on that bus stop, and I'm going to take advantage of as many mornings as I can. So, if you wondered whatever happened to that Success Life Live thing, whatever happened to those morning things, I have a quote over um, on my wall here from John Maxwell, and it says, "Greatness in leadership doesn't begin at the top; it begins at home." And so, hey, that's where Success Life Live happens each and every morning here at home on the bus stop. And it's kind of funny. like, so my son is 13, my daughter is 12, and they are split by bus departure time by about 15 minutes. But my son comes out early because he's got like an extra 15 minutes, and he'll come out early every morning and just hang out. And I'm like, dude, like, why? It's cold. He's like, cuz what he's really saying is because I just like having time. So, good afternoon, everybody. That was a long runway and an introduction. My name is Eric Reed. I am the founder of Success Life U and the co-founder of Skinny Brown Dog Media. And I want to talk about this thing about called ISBNs. The other day, somebody said, does my ISBN really matter, or where I get my ISBN really matter when it comes to book sales? Duh. Duh and reduh. Yes, it matters tremendously. Now, you may not think it does, but then again, I'm taking it from the position of a publisher and from the position of a business owner. So let me show you why. First, ISBN number. It's this little thing you see down here at the bottom. Normally, like 978 is our standard starts. Depending on which country of origin the book starts in, it could have a different section start or a different series of numbers. First, what does ISBN mean? It stands for International Standard Book Number. So never say ISBN number because you're being redundant because the N is number, even though it's really hard not to say I have my own ISBN number. You have to say I have my own ISBN if you want to look cool. In the US, you have to purchase your ISBN. Now, in some countries, it's subsidized by the government. For instance, a lot of our Latin American countries have free ISBN numbers, and I believe Canada is free, and I think the UK for certain book genres and styles is free. In the US, you pay for your ISBN number, and there's only one place to get them, and it's called Bulker. However, if you're an author that puts your book to Amazon, Amazon would say, would you like a free ISBN number? If you publish your book on Barnes & Noble Private, or it's a submission, or Apple, or some of the other things that you can load your book to, they'll say, would you like an ISBN number, or do you bring your own? Or would you like an ISBN, or did you bring your own? I've heard authors say, I just used the one they gave me. It saved me money. Yeah. Bad idea. Here's why. Because the ISBN, it's not necessarily the barcode, even though that translates it, but the ISBN contains the information in a summary that is found on the copyright page. And on the copyright page is found who your publisher is, when the book went out, who the copyright title holder is, and all of this other information, as well as the physical size, 6x9, 5x8, the color of the paper, the cover content, the number of pages, whether it's English or Spanish or French or whatever. So it contains what I often tell authors is the DNA of your book. Like if I wanted to clone your book and I took the ISBN number and I ran it through this magic machine, it would print out another book that looks just like the original. Even if that book happens to be an international book and it's written in Spanish, it will produce all of the specifications that I need based on the ISBN number to create a book. So that's one reason you have an ISBN number. The other reason is because you may have a book with maybe a difficult title, and this happens to be a Spanish title. And so if you type in the search query, you can use the ISBN number. If I go into a bookstore and I say, I need this book, here's the ISBN number, they're going to type it in and they're going to be able to know that it's a paperback, it's selling for $16.95. Here's the publisher, here's the distribution right, whether it's in print or out of print, and how long it's like all of the ordering data that they need. If you use a quote free ISBN, then in essence, you're almost turning that free provider into your publicist, into your printer, into your controlling source. And in some cases, that doesn't seem like a big deal. But let's speak honestly. Amazon is a behemoth. It is a monster. And there are a lot of retailers, big and small, that really get tired of Amazon just dominating the footprint. Amazon began as a book publishing site. They said they're going to own the book publishing industry, or I forgot what the original was. And so if I own a local Christian bookstore and you come into me and you say, here's my ISBN number, why don't we do a book signing? Why don't you order a case of books? And I'll be happy to come in and sign them, and we'll have an event and it'll be big boo. And I, as the bookstore owner, go over to my computer and I type in your ISBN number. They have a different portal than most people. And they see that it belongs to Amazon. They're not going to be very likely to honor that request. Why? Because they have to buy the books from Amazon and then resell them at their bookstore. They're putting money in their competitor's pocket. They're saying, oh, sure, Amazon, we're going to help you grow your business. At the same time, we're trying to grow ours. However, if I use an independent ISBN number, or one that my publisher, like Skinny Brown Dog Media, we typically buy 1,000 at a time, or that you buy as a self-published author. If you own that ISBN number and you go into the same Christian bookstore and you say, I'd love to do a book signing, if you order the books, I'll set up the event. I'll bring the cookies and the cupcakes, and I'll send it out to my email list. We'll make it a big event, and we'll have a book signing here in your bookstore. And the independent book owner, or Barnes and Noble, or Books A Million, or any other book retailer says, I love the idea, especially because your book is about something we support. It's about our local community. Maybe it's about a hometown hero. Let me go and pull up your book. And they pull it up, and then they see that it's an independent ISBN number, not tagged. We're going to use Amazon in this case. Then they're like, oh, great. I'm going to buy that book. I'm going to get retail shopping price, which is typically about 50% off tag. And I'm going to be able to sell it in my store, support the author, and grow my business. Bring them on in. Bring them on in. Happy to do it. And then when I publish the book on our website, or I promote the book through our website, and I give the book the social promotion that we as the independent bookstore is doing, we're growing as the bookstore and as the author, and we're not feeding the competition, i.e. Amazon. So does having your own ISBN number, or does your ISBN number directly affect book sales? I think you know the answer. I'm hoping you figured out the answer. That saving $40 or $50 by not buying, well, I think independently it's 120. I don't know. I buy them in such bulk, I'd have to go and look. I think it's about $100. Saving $100 could cost you an opportunity to do a book sale, to do a book promotion, to do an event where you get to sell your books at the back of the room, and the host will buy them or provide them, to be able to relabel your book any way you want. So typically, and so let me give you another example. So, oh, I thought I grabbed one. Oh, well. Sorry, Yvette. So this is Cassie's Miracle. Cassie's Miracle. I always tease her about it. This is the paperback edition. It has its own ISBN number. I don't know where my hardback is over there. The hardback has its own ISBN number. The ebook has its own ISBN number. And what we can do in the future is, let's say that we go to a book festival in Ontario, Canada, and we have a sponsor, Prairie Women of the Great Idaho sponsors the event. We can go in and we can edit the book to include a thank you, a special promotion. We can put in the host or the sponsor's information, change that ISBN or delete that ISBN completely and make it a limited edition, only available through that source. And so when you see our authors talking about limited editions or not available in retail, it's because we don't provide the ISBN number for those special editions. Like if you look at this one, it says down here in the corner, limited edition, meaning the content, the DNA, every piece of structure that created this book is not available anyplace else. And even if you had the ISBN number, you couldn't order it because it's not available on retail sites. So what does that do? It drives demand. Like I can load this book, put limited edition on it, and then in the comments from a bookseller, when they read it, they say, I'm sorry, you have to contact the author or the publisher directly if you want copies. How does that help? I get to be engaged with a client, a customer, a future reader at a different level during a limited edition. So, quick summary. Having your own ISBN matters because it's part of your marketing plan. It's part of, almost you can think of it as the copyright, the DNA of your book. Knowing how to utilize not only the content of your book, but also how to utilize the ISBN specific content to grow and market your book is completely different than just slamming it up on Amazon and getting yourself a free ISBN number. That ISBN number can be used in so many different ways. Like we build websites that search the ISBN number across multiple platforms and then bring it back in that a one click will open it across those multiple platforms. So if somebody is in Australia or Great Britain or, I don't know, Norway, it will find the book closest to them for them to order. Instead of just saying, go to US Amazon and buy my book. It's like, I'm not going to buy your book. It's in the US Amazon department. I have to have it like bought and shipped and transferred and paid all the, no, I'm in Norway. I want your book. By having that independent ISBN number, we can specifically target different areas through different retailers that service those areas. So it becomes part of your marketing machine, your ISBN number. It maintains your ownership of the book, and it also maintains your ability to manipulate the book, so to speak, as a promotional material, whether it's available in bookstores or only through the author or for a limited time. We have some authors who will want to host their book for sale at a discount. Like if it's a Halloween book, get your Scary On 31% off. We can go in with that ISBN number, hit every retail site that hosts that at the same time with a discount code. So that's your ISBN, not NAN, your ISBN update. And yes, it does impact your ability to sell and grow your book. It does impact your market and it does impact your brand. And so stop signing up for the free ones. Stop being cheap and just getting one. All of our ebooks, all of our audiobooks, all of our hardbacks, all of our limited editions, all of our softback or paperback, and all of our caseback books each have a different ISBN because we're using that as part of the marketing material. We're not relying on the title of the book. And an example just came to me. When I was in real estate, we had two forms of identification for the property. We might say 137 Main Street, and then we would have the legal description, which would be the lot known as, in the sector known as, in the county of, in the state of, blah, blah, blah. And it would be the physical, like, iron pin location. Think of your ISBN that way. If you know real estate or law, you have a common name and then you have a defined name. You can walk in someplace and give them your name and they're still going to ask for the last four digits of your social security number, your driver's license, your phone number. Same thing as with your ISBN. It defines specifically who you are and which edition of your book and the format that your book is going to be in. and who has access, and more importantly, who doesn't have access. And so it's all part of the marketing. It's all part of the branding. It's all part of knowing what you're going to do with your book after you hit the submit and publish button. And that's what we focus on with our authors. That's what we focus on with those people in the Branded Author Club, is understanding how all of these pieces go together in order to create impact, income, and influence. For example, I've got this one in my hand, so I might as well. This is a fiction book. It's a historical romance. It is classified as historical romance, Christian, and I'm trying to think if we have another classification on it. I think they call it clean or soft, depending on who it is, but there's no erotica in it. So this has specific categories it belongs to. But more important is the print size. If you go in to the section on historical romance or Christian romance or light romance, you're going to notice that all of the books are pretty much the same size, same height, same width. They all kind of line up looking like they belong together. If you're a self-published author and you don't know these rules and you print one bigger, fatter, shorter, taller, wider, and I'm a retailer, I'm going to be like, first I'm going to look and go, this can't be right. This is not a romance book. It's not the right size. And then I'm going to be like, yeah, I want this sticking out on our shelf. We have these 3 shelves. Everything's nice and even. And then we got this oddball thing like in the oversized section. And we're going to put it down on the bottom shelf in the oversized oddball book section, not up next to where it belongs, either alphabetically, romance genre, historical genre, whatever it is. All of these things matter in building a brand and building a business around your book. You can't just say, I'm going to publish a 6x9, 5x8, 5.5 by 8.5, whatever it is. You need to know the rules if you want to play the game and win. In knowing the rules of the book size, this book was cut in half. It was due to be twice as big. Couldn't imagine putting that in my backpack. But when we got to a certain number of word count, we were like, ooh, we're bumping above the standard. Like, do you want to do that as a first-time author? Now, if you're Stephen King and you're writing insomnia, people are pretty much used to you. But if you're a first-time author, do you want to bend all the rules? Let's not. So we didn't. And isn't it a great cover? Speaking of covers, she owns the artwork so that she was actually able to sell posters of just the artwork without the title and then turn it into coffee cups or whatever else she wants to do. All right, well, that's today's Gotcha Book Lesson. I see Jean's here. Let me see what she's asking on. I mean, this is not live. I'm live. Well, and on candy corn. No, I haven't had any yet today. So again, the Branded Author Club is where we're talking a lot of this stuff. It is opened at $79 a month. What you'll be doing is a lesson, a challenge, a coaching session, and then a wrap up each and every month. So first week is a lesson, second week is a challenge, third week is the open coaching call, fourth week is the wrap up and hints and tips and things to do. Like yesterday, I gave all of our authors the assignment of going and setting up their draft to digital account, because we have something we're going to be doing special behind it. And in order for it to work, they got to have their draft to digital account set up. Because they're going to be involved. Our independent author, or our authors that are working with us specifically, kind of get the challenges too, because we're going to go on a review blitz. I know, sounds exciting. Why review matters. Maybe we'll do. Should I do that one tomorrow? Why reviews matter. All right, if you want it, tell me. Otherwise, I am out. Got some editing to do. Got some updates to do. Got some books to load. Just closed out or just opened up a new funnel. If you want to see what one of our simple book funnels looks like, I'll have to put the link below. Let me see if I can find it real quick. God. No, I can't find it. Let me try one other thing real quick. So what is a book funnel? A book funnel is a really great place to promote and sell your book before you actually finish your book. A lot of our book funnels are built about a month or 2 months before the book is actually finished being written or edited or whatever stage we're in. Why? Because wouldn't you rather have your book paid for before you actually publish it than sitting there on the day you release it to Amazon and hope and pray 5 people buy it? Yeah, we typically sell more books on pre-sale than we do during live. So this would be the book funnel we just released today. Gods Among Us / books. It's a great little book funnel. It's a great little sci-fi book if you're into sci-fi and alien and all of that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. Historical romance, and then we've got a ton of thought leader and coaching books. All right. Oh, I thought I saw a comment. All right. See you guys all later. Again, remember, Branded Author Club is now open. There is a course, or there is some homework when you sign up. It's called Build Your One-Liner. If you don't know what your one-liner is for your business, you might as well shut your door, go home, take a long lunch, because without it, you don't know, your clients don't know, and you're having a hard time communicating it. And every time somebody asks what you do, you go into this 3-hour speech. You haven't done your one-liner. And so that is your first assignment when you join the Branded Author Club. And then we will sit down and review them during your first coaching call, your Q&A call, your group call, whichever level you prefer. All right. Till then, be well, my friends. Look forward to seeing you soon.